Hello Bakugan Brawlers and welcome to another Bakugan video. This is the episode 3 of the Bakugan deck profile, and this is all about the Bakugan Aquos Tsunami. Like I've mentioned with my previous Bakugan deck profile videos, these are all from my experiences and my Bakugan collection. Also, the viewer at NUSSB, also known as Nacho USSB, has requested me to build an all Aquos Bakugan deck, including battle gears. So this video is requested by him, and let's get straight into the video. First up, we will go over the Bakugan. This deck is pretty unpredictable, which can throw off your opponent a bit because I've added very weak and very powerful Bakugan. And yes, this deck does also include a special evolution Bakugan, because if you want, you could evolve your Ultra Dragonoid or Dragonoid over here, as they both are below 650 Gs. So first up, the weakest Bakugan we have here is a Dragonoid, Aquos B2 Dragonoid, with a printed G power of 460 Gs. This can be very beneficial, especially with the cards that are provided in this deck profile. Then we have over here 540 Gs, a Baku Light Ultra Dragonoid. As you guys know, all translucent Bakugan can take the attribute of your opponent at the start of the battle, so that can be also very beneficial since this is a translucent Bakugan. And now over here we have Infinity Helios, and as you guys know, Infinity Helios comes with 6 different G power, and this Bakugan is really powerful in game, because before you roll you could choose which G power you would like to have during a battle, which is a really powerful tool that this Bakugan has. Its weakest G power is 700, 750, 800, then it goes all the way up to 1000, 1050, and a whopping 1200 Gs. So this gives you an option to go down if you would need to battle somewhere where you would want to have a lower G power, or you could go all the way up to 1200 Gs, being a really powerful Bakugan. And we have here Quake Dragonoid with 940 Gs, with its special evolution card, which requires power level 2, and it says evolves from any Drago under 650 G power. So since we have here 2 Dragonoid, which is any version of Dragonoid, both of them below 650 G power, you could easily evolve them. And the unique ability, you may reroll Quake Dragonoid once per turn. And the good thing about having Quake Dragonoid is that if you would want to evolve your very weak Dragonoid, you can. Or if you would want to keep your weak Dragonoid but you want to evolve like your Ultra Dragonoid, which is in the middle range G power 540, you could do that as well, giving you more options in battle. As for the gate card, we have our copper gate card called Low Bridge. It says the Bakugan with the lowest G power total wins this battle. Pretty straightforward. Since we have the Dragonoids being pretty weak, this could be easy win for your Dragonoids. And then for the silver gate card, we have Silver Nugget. As it says, Silver Bakunano are plus 100 for players with Subterra or Aquos Bakugan at this battle. So since we are running 2 Silver Bakunanos, this can be very beneficial in gaining you a lot of G power. But if you guys have access to this Silver Gate card, which is a Bakutech card, you could also use that. It's really powerful, 400 for Aquos, 0 for the rest of the attributes. And for the gold gate card, we have over here Golden Lance. I would actually choose Golden Axe gate card, but I unfortunately do not have it. So for this deck profile, I would use Golden Lance. It says gold gear give their printed G power an extra time, and since both our battle gears are gold, they would be giving an extra printed G, which is pretty good. Gives 90 G power for Aquos, not very powerful, but like I said, this is the card that I have. I unfortunately do not own a Golden Axe gate card. As for ability cards, we have the green ability card Splash. I've mentioned this in my previous video. It is a Sega Toys version ability. It says play at the end of the battle, Bakugan which has lower G power wins. This is good for any Bakugan to use your weak or even your stronger Bakugan. If you're just losing, use this ability card, gives you an easy win. Then we have the magnetic action ability. As for our red ability, it says play after your opponent rolls, put that Bakugan rolled on one of the gate card of your choice. A pretty straightforward ability, but very good for controlling where your opponent Bakugan fights. And for our blue ability card, we have Shield Spike with a power level of 1. It says play during a battle, add G power based on its attribute. The Bakugan with the highest G power total wins this battle. It gives 120 for Aquos, 100 for Subterra. This ability card is mainly used for your Infinity Helios if you put him in 1000 or 1200 Gs. Or even you could use it if you evolve your Quake Dragonoid. This card can block your opponent from winning by lowest G power, especially if you're battling on their lowest G power gate card. This is why I've mentioned earlier in the video, this deck is pretty unpredictable, where you have a lower G winning cards and a higher G power winning cards. As for support pieces, we are running 2 battle gears. We have here a gold Vilantor with 180 Gs. It is a Sega Toys version, but nowhere in the rule restricts you from using that. The Aquos ability says swap the gate card with any gate card in your enemy's use pile. And the Darkest says all ability cards your opponent played during this battle are removed from the game. But mainly we focus on the Aquos ability, which is pretty useful if your opponent has managed to win on your gate card and you would want to get that back. Or you could actually swap a gate card with your opponent that does not match with their Bakugan. It could be pretty useful for ruining their plan. But the main star of this video is actually this Battle Gear Gigarth with 180 G power. The Aquos rule says flip a coin on heads, swap the Aquos gate bonus with any other gate attribute bonus. But the Ventus rule is what's really important. It says remove 1 ability card from your use pile from the game, then remove 1 ability card from your use pile to your unused pile. Although we're running an all Aquos deck, since this is a gold battle gear, if you're fighting on a gold gate card, you could easily take the Ventus rule and reuse one of your ability cards. And now with BakuNanos, we'll be running 2 silver BakuNano. Our first one is Bomb Upload with 80 G power. And the other silver BakuNano is Hyper Pulsar with 70 G power. This is mainly for this gate card, Silver Nugget, because whenever you play these 2 silver BakuNanos on your Bakugan, you will gain an additional 100 G power, which is pretty powerful. And our gold BakuNano, I have chosen Cross Striker with 60 G power. So what is our battle strategy? At the start of the game, I would set the low bridge gate card and roll the Aquos Dragonoid onto this card. And then if your enemy fights in this gate card, you could easily win by a lower G power. Just be sure that your enemy's Bakugan is stronger than yours, so you could easily win on that gate card. However, if that gets a bit messy, you have the Magnetic Action ability. You could play that just to control and force your opponent's Bakugan to stand wherever you would like to. So that can be an easy win at the start of the battle. Then if there is one more gate card on the arena, let's say it's your enemy's gate card, I would roll Infinity Helios and put him all the way up to 1200 Gs. If we're fighting our enemy's gate card, we can easily win by G power, especially that this Bakugan G power is pretty hard to reach. We have also stuff to back up. Let's say if we're losing, we can use Splash. Or if we're fighting on our enemy's gate card, which says the Bakugan with the lowest G power wins, any type of cards like that, we can use Shield Spike. Since we've already won a gate card, the power level matches. We'll add 120 and the Bakugan with the highest G power total wins this battle, giving you a win with a high G power. Or if you are weaker than your opponent, you could use Splash. After that, if you've managed to save your Splash ability card or bring it back by using Gigarth on a gold gate card, I would actually roll Ultra Dragonoid onto your enemy's gate card. Since it's a translucent Bakugan, once the gate card battle has started, you could either stay Aquos or change to your enemy's attribute, which could be beneficial for you. But let's say we've still managed to save a Splash ability card, we could use it and win on that gate card pretty easily. However, if that does not work, if we're fighting on our enemy's gold gate card or we're fighting on our own gold gate card, we can use Gigarth and take the Ventus rule for Gigarth because the attribute of the battle gear matches the gate card frame color. So we could remove one ability card from our use pile from the game and bring back one ability. And mainly I would bring back Splash just because it's an easy win. So by that time, you could easily win 3 gate cards. If you're still struggling, you could easily evolve either your Dragonoid or Ultra Dragonoid into Quick Dragonoid. By that time, the power level would be 2 or more. So you have another stronger Bakugan which you could use in battle. As for your Silver Gate card, if you're battling over here, mainly put your stronger Bakugan like Infinity Helios, or if you've evolved your Quick Dragonoid over here, and you could easily play your BakuNanos, your Silver BakuNanos, which can give you a high G power boost, especially that it gives you plus 100 for each BakuNanos over here. For the Gold Gate card, we have an option to set that as well, but I would actually save this until the very end if we need to play it. Otherwise, I would not set it at all. Same with our Battle Gear Vilantor gear. If we actually need to use the Aquos rule in a case of emergency, we have that as a backup as well. So like all Bakugan decks, there are strengths and weaknesses. The strength of this deck is that it's very unpredictable deck, good for tricking and winning due to Aquos mainly focusing on weak Bakugan. And this deck can be played both in defensive and aggressive style throughout a single game. Also, Infinity Helios being a very powerful Bakugan to play due to you choosing what G power you would like before rolling. And Quick Dragonoid is also a good backup if you would like to evolve your weaker Dragonoids. However, the weaknesses is that Gigarth Ventus ability can only be played on gold gate cards because we're running an all Aquos deck, and ability cards are very important in this deck, so if your opponent managed to remove it by force, it would be pretty damaging until you've managed to stand on a gold gate card and recover it by using Gigarth Ventus ability. Alright guys, we've come to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and share for more awesome Bakugan content. See you in the next Bakugan video.